Okay. So far, we have discussed a couple of things already. Let me get into the example. Okay. So, Lakshman, what you have explained yesterday? It was
Yeah, Pawan, yesterday I have covered about the switch activity with
Okay.
one scenario.
okay. Switch activity.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So now, the switch activity. Let me extend it. Okay. And also we can discuss. mm, okay. Let me see. Like what we can discuss. Mm, Let me create. Okay. Switch activity. INT switch. Switch is nothing but your if else. You can put it as if else. You can also call it as if then else. Uh, rest. Oh, I see. Connection. This is my connection. Okay. If else example. You can same it as mathematical. Okay. Make it as post, have, request, and response. Or you can name it as calculator. Jason, let me have purpose. I'll name it as input one, input two, operation. Okay. Use this. You can name it as result and which operation has been executed. Okay. Click next and then done. Okay. First, let me have input one, input two, input three. Save it. Okay. Now let me have a else condition or always have a good practice, which I'll explain you. Global variables. Okay. Always have a integration name. Okay. Go to the integration name, take this. instance ID. So we'll concatenate and send as a response. Okay. Next, I'll use switch case, that is your if else. Then I'll use operation, which is equal to add. To the mathematical operation here. I'll name it as simple result. I'll use num of 1, num of integer number you are making because the variable is string. That was it. Then plus for addition. Then you are using another function for number. Okay. Validate. So it could not function. Okay. Let me do one thing. Okay. Okay. Number we have. My bad. Number plus for addition. And I'll copy this. This is for input 2. Validate. Okay. This we got it. Next. Message. Okay, I'll use a concatenation function here. Concat the operation used is comma further integration with the instance ID okay. Validate this. This is green, it is validated. Close. Okay. Now I've done the addition. Now we have a response. Okay, I don't see the result here. Within the scope, the variables are not visible to the external world. Okay, so let me create a global variable for us. Okay. I'll name it as result. First, I'll leave it as blank. Then I have message. Initially, the value will be first. Okay. Now, the same value, let me give it here. Now we can see the variables. So when you create a global variables, it is visible across the complete integration. But if we use within scope, if we use within a loop, that is not visible to the external world. So which I have explained on that day. So result, I'll give it to here. Message, I'll give it to operation. That's it. Okay. If we want to create multiple, then we have to click on plus. We have to have another operation. You name it as multiply, mul. Operation is equal to mul for multiplication. I'm expecting a question here. So how it can be mitigated? How we can mitigate? Mitigate in the sense how we can solve this problem. I know there is a problem here. Wantedly I'm doing this. Now we have something called result. Or the appropriate habit. Yes. Put one. Then operators. Okay. It will be star. Take another. I simply copy this. Whatever we have given the input, it will be same across the same. For the message. We use the same variable that we have created at a global level. Okay. I'm using two. You can do for multiple things. Okay. Different. Now let me test it. What happened? Why didn't we receive the response? Okay. Okay, we got a value, and it also says that the operation used add for the integration this with the instance ID this. But the message has not been mapped here. So let me check that. I did not map the data, so that was the reason it did not reply to you. That was the problem. Okay, now result to result, message to operation. Now we can see the result. Yes, yes. Okay, now you see the result here. Result as well as operation. Okay, I'll put it as multiply. Mul for the operation. Okay, what happens here? If I pass add, what happens? Guys, can you please be interactive? Okay, what happens if I pass AAD? AAD? Suman?
Sir, I will add the numbers.
Okay. Vijay, what happens if I use this?
Sir, it will get an error because additional operation mathematical like there.
Okay. Any other answers from anyone? Okay. You will not get an error. Okay. It will not validate because it is not capital letter.
Yes.
Okay.
No.
It is not added out,
Hmm.
but it got a null value. Okay. For this, we have two solutions. Okay. So every time when it get into your else block, you have to throw an error. Throw the word. Wrong operation. Okay. You can say you can give some set. I'll leave it as wrong operation, which we are throwing an error message. Okay, this is only applicable for synchronous services. Okay, I'll put it same thing for now. Okay, it will throw error for you. This is one, where if something happens, you have to throw an error. Okay, this is one. These we call as throwing the error. Okay, now test this. I'll pass this. You can see internal server error, unmapped fault. Okay, we got an error saying like wrong operation, wrong operation. Okay, this is one. We have thrown error explicitly. This is for synchronous services, only for synchronous services. Okay, but how we can handle the exception? Any ideas? Guys, any idea? which we are already discussed. Uppercase,
Oh. Mhm.
which I've already discussed.
Mhm.
Whether you pass small letters, you pass uppercase or small case, it will not create any problem. This is how you have to mitigate. You have to handle the exception. Exception in the sense errors. Okay. So the source system might send anything, but you have to handle it, which can be handled within our integration. Okay. Technically, logically, it's correct. They have passed something, but we did not got it. Now I'll pass the same thing and we'll get the result. Okay. I'll participate in small letters, MUL. You get a response. Okay. Now I'll give a task for you guys. Okay. Try to create examples. Which activity? Uppercase with error message. Okay. 2, 4 examples separately. One for add, one for multiplication, one for division, one for subtraction. Individually you do it. Okay. And then do a consolidated with switch case. This is also with switch case. Okay. Use uppercase with error message and switch case. Okay. Switch case, including all add, multiplication, division, and subtraction. This is one. This is 5 examples for you. Okay. 7. Now it's a task for you guys. Okay. I'll show you where the functions are available. You have to use. Already you have seen the examples. Substring after, substring before. You have seen it. Now we have to do that example. I'll name it as integer date. Date, time, and date. Okay. I'll give different formats which I need the data. I need the response from you guys. Date formats. Okay. Date. Okay. Date. I'll name it as 20, 22, 11. Okay, you put some input parameter, any input parameter. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll do with a schedule. Schedule thing. So this that would be easy for you. one moment, guys. One moment, guys. Let me stop my screen for 1 minute. Okay, let me share my screen back. Okay. Good. Okay. So I will be using a assign activity. Okay. Date format. So you can name it as date format variable. Now the task for you guys would be you come here, go with the date. Okay, you use date type. Okay. Now when you see it, you get the date. So now we have to write the logic, which I'm leaving to guys. I've shown you the function for now. Okay. So how you use it, you have to use a brain now. Okay. Have to use a function I've shown you, which we have already done the examples. It is called failed. Because any idea? Right. Any idea? It got failed. Why? We have to convert into string. This is a function. It will not accept it. Simply use something called string. That's it. Fine. When you see the message, this is how we got the data. Date format. Okay, so this is how we got the date. Okay, now this is YYYY hyphen hyphen date, then time, then hours, then colon, then minutes. Okay, it will be minutes. It will be seconds, then seconds. This is how we have it. Okay, the task for you guys. Different formats I'm expecting. The examples. MMDD YY. YY. Okay. DD. Okay. Year. Month. Date. Hours. Or hours. Minutes. Seconds. Seconds. Time. Okay. Slash. 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 Give a space. You can give dot. Colon. Colon. Give a space. Give a space. Now change this. Okay. I'm expecting this kind of formats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. One more thing. Let me give it to you guys. Okay. Hyphen. Hyphen. I know need T. Okay. So kindly implement this. This is the example. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 examples, 6 examples, and then we have 9 examples. Total 15 examples for you. Okay. So this is how I'll give a clue. So you have to use on top of this string, then substring before, substring before, substring after. You have to use your brain and you have to implement this. Okay, so I need only this format. How you can do that? Just give a try. If you cannot do it, I'll explain it tomorrow. But I'm expecting at least 1 or 2 guys have to complete. Any questions, guys? Lakshman, is this okay? Or do you think it's a bit complex? Lakshman? Okay, so seems like it's busy. Okay, Vijay, were you able to hear me?
Yes, boss.
Okay, so hope you got this. What I'm
Yes, yes.
explaining, what I'm expecting.
Yes, Pawan.
Okay, so what about Vijaya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so any complexity that you see or foresee? You have to use the brain going forward.
Okay, okay.
Spoon feeding is done, so you have to start using your brain. So
Okay.
month will come first. So you have to. I'm just giving a. You can use a function like substring before, substring after. You can do that. Okay. So if you cannot do it, I'll explain you tomorrow. But just give a try. Okay. At least try to do this too. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So these examples is examples. In a Word document, send me the logic. In the Word document, what you're putting, put the logic here. So what of the function that you're using, whatever its function working, just send me that. Okay. Any questions, guys? Prithvi, am I clear?
Yes, Pawan.
Vijay, am I clear? Any questions you have?
No, Pawan. In the earlier class, in the synchronous process, wait activity is not enabled.
Correct, correct. Good point. So wait activity will not work for synchronous service. It only works for one way or schedule based service. Good point, Vijay. Any other questions, guys? Sumant, Swati, Pavan, any questions?
No, sir, we'll try it.
Can we implement in a single integration for all 9 variables, all 9 formats?
No, let's have a different because we are implementing it separately, right? Let's have a separate integration because we will have a good hands-on.
Okay. So these 9.
9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 10. And this 5, 15. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions you have?
No.
Okay. So if we don't have any questions, we'll break it for now. We'll connect back tomorrow. I'll upload the video for today. So what Lakshman covered yesterday was switch activity, which I've covered today as well, with a throwing error message as well. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks for connecting. We'll connect back tomorrow. Same time.